Hello, and welcome back for another episode of our podcast. In today's discussion, I really want to kind of lean in to the topic we were talking about on the last episode, which is about the value of being involved in a group, in a pack, and how fundamentally as humans we really want to belong somewhere. Now, having said that, we need to make sure that you are being selective. And you might have heard this phrase, that who gets to sit at your dining table. So this is a phrase that is used a lot in well-being, it's used a lot in psychology, and it's used a lot in mindset training. So on this quest for us to belong somewhere, we sometimes pick up people along the line who just aren't necessarily always really great for us. Maybe they're energy vampires, maybe they're negative Nellies, maybe they're relations. All these people come into our life for all sorts of different reasons. But I need you to be mindful of who you hand select to sit at your dining table. So this phrase refers to who gets to witness this innermost parts of you, your thoughts, your opinions, your ideas, your passions, all those things that you want to go on. And while we don't want to be surrounded by yes people who just agree with whatever we say, that's not really fun or healthy for anybody. We need to be really mindful that when we put something out in the world, the audience that is getting access to it is really of value. They hold the same values as you, but equally the same integrity at how they do life. So sometimes this comes from the laws of attraction. Acting and being a particular way, the universe will often send you people to match you. And then sometimes it'll send you people to challenge you. And that's okay. That's all just part of the ride that we're all on together. But when we talk about who you get to hand select in your life, we need to take a moment that there's some people we can't erase. We can't just move away from. And sometimes it can be your own teenagers where you're just like, I don't want you sitting at my dining table. Bugger off. Maybe they've been rude or disrespectful or they've hurt your feelings or anything like that. So how do we get it to this fine line in the sand of recognizing that are they your person just not right now, or are they not your person who doesn't get access to you? So upholding your boundaries. Now, if you're having to implement boundaries in your life, then that's fair to say that you need to create some space. When you're with the right people around your dining table who hold the same values and integrity and mission to purpose with you, you often don't even need boundaries. They just get it. They know the rules of the game. They know the rules of what it takes to be a friend with you. For example, it can be even about your friends who know when you're unavailable. So for example, after 9:30, I'm off. Don't contact me unless you're dying or vomiting or stuck on the side of the road. Don't contact me. And so they just get it, they just know it, and they just obey. And because that's important to you to have your rest. And then you might have people who they just don't even consider, and at 10 or 11 o'clock at night, they're banging you with long spammy messages. And you're like, I've told this person I don't want to have this level of connection. I've told this person not to message me after this time, but they're still doing it. They're just not considering you. And that can be that they've got something else going on for them that's so dire important. But then most things can wait. Most things with the right people will have their patience. So when we're selecting who gets to sit around our dining table, what are the things we want to look for in another person? What are values? What is integrity? What is my moral compass? And what do I want to attract? So naturally, as you change careers or maybe your relationship starts or potentially it even ends, you will automatically find yourself in a new space. And it's often these times where we have to be more about the listening and less about the talking. So one thing I talk a lot about at Soul Care is when someone's starting something new. Now, God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. There are moments in life when you just need to zip it and just witness. So if you've got kids starting at new schools, if you're in a new workplace, often the first person who approaches us and kind of grabs us isn't necessarily coming to you for your intentions to help you feel better. It's often more about what they're going to gain from it. That's okay. That's a normal survival mode as well. That's fine. But what I want you to understand is sometimes those people also won't have loyalty to you. So when you're selecting who gets to sit around your dining table, do that by witnessing. So when you're turning up somewhere new, whether it's a new organization or a new workplace, as I said, perhaps you found yourself single and you've arrived somewhere and everything's just so different to the world you've come from. Just listen. Watch. It's so easy, especially for someone like me that's naturally extroverted, to just get in there and jump in there and witness it and be amongst it and all those sorts of things. But to intentionally get into that space and just watch everyone in the room. Who's behaving what way? Who's stirring the pot? Who's making rumors? Who's telling lies? Whatever it is, you'd be amazed at what you can pick up and feel from any environment you put yourself in by just shutting up for a little while. It's not always natural. And for some of you who maybe don't do well in crowds, you're actually innately already very good at this because you're often offering a level of protection around yourself to keep your world really small. That's a whole other conversation. But today I just want to help you. How do I find these people, Gail? Well, sometimes it's about just watching. And as you start to put yourself out there a little bit more and you start to build a tribe around you of friendships and connections, you can put a toe in the water, asking them what they like to do on the weekend. Now, I'm 42. So if I meet someone straight away and all they talk about is night clubbing, I'm not going to engage. I've been there, I've done that. It's fun to hear your story for about 5 minutes and then I'm over it. But I will tell you about this new plant that I put in my garden. So then it's about finding the common ground. We don't have to find our allies to be the repeat versions of us over and over and over again. Because like I said earlier, that would probably be pretty boring eventually. You want that spice of life. You want to have these engaging conversations. You want to, be a part of something that's a little bit fun and loose and light. But your core foundations need to align. Doesn't matter what you do for work, but do you work for your family? Well, there's a common ground. It doesn't matter what creative activity you do, but you can be creative. And so when you select this and when you're in a new space and you're really aware that you just want to belong somewhere with anyone in this new space, take a moment. Witness everything that's going on around you. You'd be amazed what you hear when you stop talking. And there is your evidence. There is a step in the process of helping you find like-minded people. Because really, there is absolutely value in community. There is value and it is important to belong somewhere. But I just want you to be more selective of who gets you, who gets your stories. Make sure that they're in the joint relationship you're in, whether it's platonic or relationship or professional or romantic. What is your line in the sand? What will you tolerate and what will you not? Equally, where will you be flexible and where will you be compassionate about? Adulting. There's so many fine lines and parameters because none of us are the same. But what I just want to share with you today is recognizing that it's normal to want to belong. It's a part of your biochemical makeup. It's beyond the feet that hit the ground and the bed that hits the pillow at the end of the day. It is your heart. But just making sure that when you're choosing the right people to allow in your life, they make you feel good. They might even challenge your ideas. They are excited for you when you try something new. They will listen when you have something to say. They might even ask your opinion. So it's that allowing things to organically flow. Checking in. Does this relationship still serve me? Do I bring anything to the table for them? And just recognizing that community is where the heart is at. So enjoy other humans. Go out into the world wonderfully curious and ready to engage. Just know yourself and what you want and what you'll stand for and what you want to even contribute to collaboratively rising up with other people in the community. Make sure they're healthy for your mind, your body, and your soul. If you loved this podcast and you found it valuable, but you just want more, I've got good news for you. The Mindful Woman's Toolkit is a free video series where I teach 3 practical tools and strategies to manage and thrive through all of life's challenges. If you love the podcast, I know you'll love the toolkit, and it's free. To get access to this toolkit, just head to the website and click on the toolkit banner. And fellas, if you're listening, don't be deterred by the slogan, there is something for all humans. If you're feeling angry, frustrated, overwhelmed, if work is piling up on you and you don't know which way is up, then the Mindful Woman's Toolkit will still help you too. No matter who you are, there is help and support for you. Thank you, and I'll see you for the next episode.